with the times.
Shoro ko pyar, bado ko pranam, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab. What a lovely evening. Prize distribution by man, the master of reverse swing, Waqar Younis. Waqar ji, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You've been master of the reverse swing. You are king of the reverse swing. Who inspired you to be the fast bowler?
I don't know. That's a very difficult question because I never had a coach in my career. In my life, I was, playing through the age groups. Never had anyone to sort of guide me. It was just very natural to me. God was very kind to me, and it just came very natural to me. Yes, I did put a lot of hard work later on in my career, but the first initial was just pure love of the game, and I sort of I enjoyed just being out there and playing game of cricket, and just with the passage of time, I just kept learning, and I was lucky enough to have certain kind of action which really suited the reverse swing. So I guess that's why, I did well with the reverse swing.
Probably you being so modest did well. It is definitely much more than that. Who was the most difficult batsman for you to dismiss throughout the career?
Look, on a given day, anybody can be very devastating. You got to be very watchful. Or nowadays, when you look at this modern cricket nowadays, T20 cricket, it's a batsman game. It's very hard to survive as a bowler. But yeah, in my era, which was more of the 90s and a little bit of 80s and a little bit of 2000, I was lucky enough to bowl to Viv Richards also. Was lucky enough to bowl to Sachin Tendulkar, Brian Lara, Ricky Ponting. This is my era where I played. Yeah, but it's very difficult to pick one. In Zamamul Haq, I mean, they were all very, very good batsmen, played over 150 test matches. They have performed so well over the years. But who stands out for me, if I have to pick really one, I would probably say Brian Lara, because he was very different to others.
So Brian Lara is the answer, that he was the most difficult man that you could dismiss.
Yeah, he had the best of me, I would say.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Like we say in Australia, when they're bowling, Shane Warne is bowling from one end and there's a McGrath on the other end. But when you were playing, whom did you love to bowl from the other end when you're bowling from one end of the game?
But you've seen it for 15 years.
Yeah.
There's only
I
one
want
man.
you to say it once again.
Yeah, it was only one man. I mean, Wasim Akram was, the legendary Wasim Akram. He is, probably the best left-arm fast bowler the world has ever seen. And I was lucky enough to bowl from the other end and learned a lot from him. Been part of his career and won a lot of games in the 90s for Pakistan. I cherish every bit of it actually.
So Wasim Akram, Wasim bhai, this is for you. Just off the cuff, if you were the selector, the time when you were playing, and if you have to pick the world 11, whom would you pick on those 11?
Our era was very, very, very different to what we see now. Nowadays it's more 2020 cricket, a lot of league cricket. They're very talented cricketers, don't take me wrong, because if you look at AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli's, Chris Gales, they're just superb. I mean, they're just extraordinary talent, different type of talent. But in our era, probably, if I have to, I can't pick 11 sitting here right now because it's going to take forever because I have to think it out. But yeah, Wasim Akram comes in there, Brian Lara, Sachin Tendulkar, Ricky Ponting, and Zamamul Haq. The names I've just mentioned you earlier, they all fall into that from the 90s. And then who? Imran Khan probably lead them, I would say. Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath. I mean, they're all, top class cricketers.
I think we got all the 11.
Yep.
So it was definitely not the difficult one for you. When bowling in Australia in your days, did the wickets in Australia help you or they hinder you?
I never enjoyed bowling here in Australia, although a lot of fast bowlers, they say, bouncy pitches is going to help the bowlers, and I did have my share bit of performances here. I picked up 5 wickets here in Sydney also once. I did well in Brisbane, hardly played in Perth. I played only, I think, a couple of one-days. But it was always hard for me because I was a very different kind of bowler. I was more like a full-length bowler, so I enjoyed more bowling in England, where the pitches were a little bit softer. Here the pitches were hard, and I always struggled at
So
during
they
the
were
Australia
definitely
series.
not the help. So they were more of the hindrance at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still remember, while bowling to Dean Jones and Benson and Hedges Cup, in that series, it's not only the middle stump, but you broke the wicket into the half as well.
Yeah, that's the advantage of bowling full.
Right.
If they miss it, there's every chance that it will break the stumps because it's going to hit the middles of the stump. So yeah, if Dean Jones is watching this or hearing this, that's, I'd enjoy it.
Probably you still get the nightmare for the same. What difference do you see when you were playing and the cricketers who are playing at the moment? What are the expectations that you think the players have at the moment in comparison with what you had at the time?
Look, they're professionals. I mean, we were professionals, they're professional. Professionalism is not gone out anywhere. So they're very professional. Now, of course, the cricket is, shortened. There's more 20-over cricket now. Now they're thinking of bringing, yes, they already brought that actually. We played T10 last year in Dubai, Sharjah, which was a sellout. So, I mean, I don't know where this cricket is going, but it's a different talent, as I said. They have a, nowadays this kind of sixes you see, the shots, the innovations you see, you don't see that from our era. This was very straightforward, elbow high, straightforward batting, Sunil Gavaskar type. So it's a different talent, different era. And even if you go in the 60s or 70s, they were the legends of the game also. So you cannot really compare all these eras. They all have their goods and bads. I'm so lucky that I played the 90s cricket, which was moving cricket. I would say it was getting faster and faster every day. So it was good fun. Now it's really fast basically on the fast lane right now.
I think probably the cricket has changed from the game to more of the commercial games at the moment.
It was always commercial. There was always an element of finances and but yeah, it's gone bigger now, and it's good. I think it's good. It's good for the younger players. Now you see a lot of fitness now. That's why, because they don't want to miss out on millions of dollars from IPL. So it's good for the game.
Is there any of the childhood memory that you want to relive that comes to your mind from time to time? Yes, this is the memory that I want to relive once again.
Yes, I was born in Pakistan, but I lived quite a few different countries around the world. I've lived in Dubai, Sharjah. Within Pakistan, I've lived in different places. I was a boarder at school. So I've seen quite a bit. And childhood is always nice, so you want to bring it back.
Any of the memory that you want to relive, any particular memory that comes to your mind? Yes, that was the one.
There wasn't a childhood memory. I would say when I first played for Pakistan, and when I was first told that I'm going on the tour to play for Pakistan, that was probably the most happiest and most enjoyable day for me, because the person who told me that I'm going on the tour was my inspiration, was my childhood hero. Watched him play, sitting in the stadiums like a normal public, watched him play, and then played with him, under him. So that probably day, or that particular moment when he put his hand on my shoulder, and told me that, look, you're going on the tour, you're on the Sharjah tour. That was probably the happiest moment of my life, and that was Imran Khan.
Fantastic, fantastic. You have had a wonderful career throughout. You've been, as we said, the king of the reverse swing. What message would you give to the coming bowlers who aspires to become a fast bowler like you?
Look, it's a hard work. It's not easy. It takes a lot out of you, and you need to be smart. You need to learn. You need to be fit, and for all that, you need to do hard work. You cannot really take a shortcut. There is no shortcut in fast bowling. If you're fit, you'll become better bowler. Of course, these youngsters watching or listening, I always believed in hard work, and I've always learned from my elders like Imran Khan, Wasim Akram, Sarfraz Nawaz. Didn't play that much with him, but saw them working hard, followed them, and here I am sitting right now. So that's my advice to any fast bowlers. Don't lose hope. Make sure you keep working hard.
So this is the message for all the aspiring cricketers who really want to be Waqar Younis. So thank you so much. It's an absolutely privilege to be sitting and talking to you in front of such a wonderful audience.
Just want to add on and just to finish, it's always nice to see, I've been just sitting there for last an hour and I've been watching around and I see a lot of our Bangladeshi brothers, I've got Indian brothers here, I've got Sri Lankans, Harry's there. I mean, it's so good to see when I see that happen in under one roof and playing cricket together. That's why cricket is so important for us Asians, because that cricket, the only probably sport or activity which brings us together. So I think just keep it like this. Keep it like this. Stay together. Hopefully one day our countries will come together too.
Amen. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I just want to say thank you, Maheen. Thank you, Mr. Harish Verji, Aisha Amjad, and everybody else who came here to see. मैंने की वकार यूनिस से बातचीत और मैं आप सबका नवनीत. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dream big, achieve big. Gemco Sydney. Any course, any uni. www.gemcoaustralia.com